Northeast Mississippi Community College proudly presents the longest-running community college podcast in the state of Mississippi, Tiger Talk. Tune in each week as Northeast President Dr. Ricky Ford talks about all things Northeast, from academics to career and tech to workforce and all things in between. It's Tiger Talk. And now, Northeast President Dr. Ricky G. Ford.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Tiger Talk with President Dr. Ricky Ford and myself, Liz Calvery. We can't wait to share with you all of the amazing things going on at Northeast Mississippi Community College. President Ford, we have so much going on right now. Can you give us a quick update on all the big things happening at Northeast?
We have tremendous amount of activities and things that are going on, not only with our students, but also with our employees. First thing we're really concerned about now, and we do this all year, several times throughout the year, we have active shooter training for our staff. We've already completed this with our workforce and continuing education. This will be on October the 24th. So we constantly are concerned about the safety of our students, and hopefully it will never happen. But in the case of an active shooter, we will be prepared and ready to react to those situations. Also, social and behavioral science program review will be today, October the 14th, and this will be the entire social and behavior science program, and all those instructors and classes will be reviewed. FFA chapter is competing against the West and North regions for Premier Chapter of the Year, which is a national award. We are regional chapter of the South. I'll talk more about that later on in this program. Our Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges year for collecting information for the 5th year report is well underway. So we'll be going through that next year and then getting ready for our 10-year accreditation in 5 years from now in 2030. Our big push is to make online courses ADA accessible. It's going to be this semester. Our internal deadline is January. There's a lot to that. We've got to think about making the online courses and everything available to students that have disabilities, if they're blind, if they're deaf, those type things. So we've got to make those accessible to all students, regardless of a disability or not. A lot of activities going on in athletics. Football returned from a 16-day layoff and had a very heartbreaking 31-28 road loss to East Mississippi on Saturday. East Mississippi kicked a field goal with 3 seconds to go to secure the win for East Mississippi. Volleyball went 2-1 last week with a conference loss to East Central, and then straight set victories at Freed Hardeman and Northwest Shoals. Lady Tigers now have double-digit wins for the first time in the program's young 3-year history. Cross country completed its regular season on Saturday at the University of Alabama Huntsville Invitational. Both teams finished in 25th place overall amongst a field predominantly made up of NCAA Division II schools. We were number 2 among national junior and community college teams. Top runners were Sunshine Fulgham with a time of 25:56 and Ryder Warhurst at a time of 28:47. Volleyball is back in conference play this week. Our Lady Tigers travel to Pearl River on Monday before hosting Jones on Wednesday. First serve for both matches is 5 p.m. and Wednesday is our annual Pink Out game in support of breast cancer awareness. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. at Tiger Stadium this Thursday night. The game theme is Gold Out for the night, and our fans are encouraged to wear gold. This will be our final home division game of the season. We have one more non-division game on October the 30th against Copiah Lincoln Community College, and that will be also our final home game of the season. Women's golf returns to action to compete in the Snead State Fall Invitational at Cherokee Ridge in Union Grove, Alabama. We wish them the best of luck there. Baseball plays its final home exhibition games of the fall on Wednesday with a doubleheader against Jackson State at 2 p.m. Softball continues its fall schedule by visiting the University of Alabama Birmingham on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Women's basketball continues its preparations for the 25-26 season with 2 games at the Memphis JUCO Jamboree on Saturday at Bartlett High School. Oncoming festivities also include the induction of the 2025 class of the Northeast Sports Hall of Fame on Thursday at 4 p.m. Our inductees include Vam Campbell in men's basketball, Andy Greening in football, and also as an athlete, coach as an athlete, Jessica Hooker, women's basketball, Lindsey Thompson, softball, and Barry Todd at football. Some activities and events for the week of October the 13th through the 19th would be on October the 13th. We have line dancing scheduled for 7 p.m. in the Club Right Room. October the 14th, we have Lady Tiger Golf at the Cherokee Cherokee Ridge Golf Club is continuing. October the 15th, we have volleyball versus Jones at 5 p.m. in Mount Arnold Coliseum. October the 16th, we have a pep rally with homecoming court presentation at 12:10 p.m. on the Ramsey lawn. And then we have our Hall of Fame banquet scheduled at 4 p.m. in the Claude Wright Room. Tiger tailgate is scheduled for 5 to 6 p.m. on the Ramsey lawn. Tigers versus Coahoma kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. at Tiger Stadium. The homecoming court presentation and halftime will be in Tiger Stadium. And on October the 17th, the Friday, we have our honors luncheon, which is at 11 a.m. in the Claude Wright Room of the Frank Haney Union. Some announcements that are going on at Corinth. We just hosted Pearl River Valley Opportunity for a job fair. They're now over what was Mississippi Action for Progress and had over 100 former employees, bus drivers, etc. come in to apply and reapply for jobs. Our aerospace training program is now ongoing 3 times a day, 4 days per week, and the interest just keeps growing in that. The Mississippi Leadership Academy was held October the 2nd on the Corinth campus. We had over 50 people attending the Leadership Academy, and I had the pleasure of presenting 2 presentations at that Leadership Academy. NNC Workforce Summit is being moved to the spring semester. It was originally scheduled for this month, but we felt like it's best to move it in order to have more time to plan for that. We have a lot of things going on. I mentioned the Athletic Hall of Fame banquet, which is going on, but we also have at 4 p.m. beginning. The Alumni Hall of Fame is a part of that, and this year we are inducting Hudson Hickman as a former Northeast student, and he will be inducted into the 2025 Alumni Hall of Fame. We just sent out our employee mental health survey. This is something new for us. We've always put out a student mental health survey. It will go out next week, but we were concerned about issues even with our adult population, our employees here. So we have a mental health survey sent out to kind of get some data to see if there are some issues that we can help there as far as mental health is concerned with our employees. From our Fine Arts Department, October the 18th, the Campus Country will perform at the Booneville Fall Festival at 12 p.m. October the 20th through November the 20th, Andrea Costia Art Exhibit, Structures in Harmony, which will be in Anderson Hall Art Gallery, Monday through Thursday from 8 to 3 p.m. Our Fall Theater Short Plays will be in Hines Hall Auditorium beginning October the 22nd will be a 10 a.m. matinee, and then October the 23rd and October the 27th, we will have a 7 p.m. playing of our Fall Theater Short Play. We're proud to announce that Ms. Sadie Potts and Dr. Amy Moralt Allred will be attending the National FFA Convention in Indianapolis, Indiana, October the 29th through November the 1st, along with 2 students. And really the purpose of this is our alumni FFA chapter is one of 3 national finalists for the FFA National Chapter Award. One of the 2 students is receiving an American Farmer degree at the convention as well. The FFA National Champion recognition will be televised live on RFD TV on October the 30th at 6:30 p.m. I also want to recognize Ethan McQuarrie, who's a Lee County 4-H leader. He is actually a graduate of Newside High School. He has been elected as National Eastern Director of the 4-H Clubs of America. Quick updates as far as facility operations. I want to announce that we had a band competition a couple of weeks ago. Last Saturday is a week ago. The day was very successful. We had over 12 to 15,000 visitors that came onto campus. We had 34 high school bands, and it is the biggest band festival in the state of Mississippi now. The day was successful. I'm very, very thankful for our staff and our employees that volunteered. We did all volunteer work. There was not any paid workers here. That we covered everything with our employees, and that says a lot about the employees that we have here. It was a long day, and I'm thankful for what our team did to help there. Children's Hall, we've installed a new chiller there in the HVAC system. We're glad to have that behind us. Also replacing one of the boilers at Children's Hall next couple of weeks. So we're getting quotes to replace the old windows and paint inside and outside of an old Armory building. Try to upgrade this for better practice facilities for some of our athletic teams. We've done a lot of work in a lot of our rental homes this past few weeks with mold remediation, painting, flooring work, and those type things. Murphy Hall, we had fire alarm went off. We had an AC unit short out and smoked up one of our rooms during fall break. The fire department responded quickly. We addressed the problem. We're replacing all the carpet in it and get the smell out. We are beginning to plant all of our flowers fall flowers this week and all of our flower beds to be ready for homecoming this week. Some adult education updates, and this is a very important part of our institution here. It's off to an exciting start. We are facing significant challenges with adult education as far as federal funding goes. We'll continue to fight through those. We currently have over 250 students enrolled in adult education. 30 of those students have already earned their high school equivalency diploma. 75 of our former adult education students are currently enrolled in college classes at the NEMCC this semester. So we're constantly looking for ways for our adult education folks to continue to move forward. One other announcement, the Scholars Bowl team will host a Quiz Bowl tournament in Patterson Hall on Friday, October the 24th. Currently, we have 8 colleges that are scheduled to compete. So we want to wish our Scholars Bowl the very best. So those are some things that are going on the campus of Northeast Mississippi Community College, what I would consider the premier institution in the United States. And thank you again to all of our great employees that are so passionate about our institution and our students and creating a culture of success here at Northeast. So thank you to our employees. And again, as always, ladies and gentlemen, let's go Tigers.
Thank you for listening to this week's Tiger Talk podcast. If you or someone you know wants to further their education through academics, career and technical programs, or even continuing education and workforce, give Northeast a call at 1-800-555-2154. Tiger Talk is brought to you by Northeast Mississippi Community College. For more information about Northeast, visit www.nemcc.edu or follow the college on various social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.